Yeah, what we're going to do today, we're going to down here and clean out some habitat that's basically useless. And we've seen the browsing pressure on these food plots, so we want to make them a little bit bigger. And it's not all about killing, as Aldo Leopold, conservationist. He used to be a hunter. Then he wanted to start giving back, and I'm no Aldo Leopold by any means, or even more close to his education, but you got to put back and you got to enhance the environment. And I went to the Iowa Deer Classic last weekend, this time. Deer hunting has become $1 billion industry, no longer a activity that you do at your leisure. And basically what I seen there made me want to because everybody's only into one thing: killing the big one. That's all they care about. Raising the big one, killing the big one. I don't know what plateau of life they think they're going to elevate themselves by killing the big one. But I guess they're on a track to get that job done. They got more dope and more, you name it, out there to try to instill that they're going to home grow a big one. Well, this is free-ranging deer. All I'm trying to do is give them some kind of high-protein food source that'll benefit the whole herd. Those deer can leave my place at any given time, and there ain't nothing I can do about it. But like I said, what made me at that deer classic with all farm-raised deer and shake and bake on the ground, and that's not being a conservationist. Conservationists is going out and doing what we're going to do today. So if you want to stay the course pouring drugs on the ground, that's fine, that's your prerogative. But that ain't my way of going at things. So follow me and I'll show you the Mealey way. Okay, you can see what our job is. That's Flower rows in there. The deer don't bed in there. All they do is they got some trails they sneak through there in. But it's basically a waste of real estate. We're going to mow this out, tear out some of these canopy trees, and plant a bigger food plot in here. Because like I said, when you look at this stuff, this is not good management at all. This is just a waste of land. I got plenty of area that got cover in it, but when you got stuff at 6, 7 feet tall, you might as well have a bunch of barbed wire laying in there, because I can show you the trails over here. The deer can't even lay in it. Right here is the trail. You can just see where they wander down through here, but they're just coming and going. And this stuff, it's just, for some of you who don't know what cauliflower rose is, this is what it is, nothing but thorns. And we're going to put a hurt on this today. We're not going to take it all out, but what we're going to take out is this brush, and then we're going to plant this in whitetail clover, which will give a lot more value to everything. Because right now, this is just bad land management. And that's what I was trying to instill. If you want deer on your property, you just got to be a better land steward. Don't rely on the dope that they got on the shelf today. Go out and make it completely better for every animal here, other than just targeting the fabulous white-tailed deer. I mean, because when you people are basing all your hunting skills on one animal, and you go out west or up north, you're not even going to know how to hunt. Because it's pretty easy to hunt the white-tailed deer here in Iowa. You put one of these big box blinds up now that they sell. It seems like that's pretty trendy. And I can understand where Glenn St. Charles came from, the founder of Pope and Young, when the tree stands come online. Now he had a dislike for tree stands, and he thought they ought to get rid of them all. Well, I got the same dislike for those big box blinds. Now, if you're handicapped or have something in that nature, fine, but you ought to be out there feeling the pain right along with the wildlife, as far as I'm concerned. If you're going to take their life, you ought to feel what they're living in. And they're not living in comfort when you're sitting up in a tower blind with a little buddy heater. You know, let's quit the bullshitting and get to work. So this is before. Oh, by the way, you guys want to run out there and buy a box of shake and bake and grow a deer? That new rotary mower on front of that John Deere is $7,000. You can buy a lot of dope for that, but that was the route you chose to go. But that's not the route I go. what an hour did. Cleared this all out. We're going to turn this into something sustainable. An hour ago, it was just a wasteland. So, a little bit of effort. Get down here. I'm going to come back and take some of these trees out in the middle. A little too muddy right now. At least we get the brush down, get our plan going. It's March 15th, and so we're getting to jump on it. There's still some frost in the ground. At least we chopped all that malliflower rose out of there. Now those other bushes that you see in the background, those are a good bush. They're a hazelnut, so they're a food source, so we won't take those out. But that malliflower rose had no value at all. It went unchecked for years down here. And as you can see, making progress. 2015. Trying to make something happen. And like I said, this is nothing about killing anything. This is about enhancing the overall wildlife habitat for every little animal that's here. Between the bobcat, the coyote, the rabbit, the skunk, everything is going to benefit from your effort. Left unchecked, it was basically a junkyard. So, later.